Well, what is going on? Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick. This is the beautiful outdoors, and I mean beautiful. Besides being a little bit chilly this morning, when I woke up at like 6 o'clock, it was 0 degrees. Now it's like +5, +6, so things are going in the right direction. I think it's supposed to get us a high of like 14 today. This is Celsius, so I'll put whatever that is in Fahrenheit. It's been a cold spring, but it's been very, very enjoyable. I'm on day 2 of my last mountain mission. I've already filmed 2 videos yesterday, and today we're gonna go do just 1 video as the goal, and we're gonna go chase our top 5. What I'll do for like each fish that I kind of register, I'll kind of explain the technique that I was using, lure I was using, etc. But we got the StarCraft hooked up, had a beautiful night's sleep at the GNS Marina cabins. It's so easy, so slick. I honestly thought about bringing my tent and camping for a night, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this is so much simpler, especially since I ate here yesterday as well at Mama Bear's Den restaurant. It's just one of those quick trips, right? Like in and out. Hardly had anything with me, but I'm excited to go chase my top 5. I kind of went through quickly from yesterday. If I would have kept track, I would have had around that 136 inches, which is like one of my top days ever. So I'm hoping to get close to that again. It's not windy right now at all. The wind's like, it's calm. So it could be tough, but we'll see. We're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna try to beat our best ever of like 139.5 inches, I think. So let's get doing it. Well, a chilly but beautiful ride out. I was loving my heated tiller grip this morning, I'm not gonna lie. I probably didn't need to wear the shorts for the ride. I probably should have put on my rain suit. It would have been a little bit nicer, but now that we're out here, things look golden, flat calm. I'm suspecting a tougher bite, but we're gonna try to make something happen. Well, let's do it. That's fish right there. Oh geez, I was just adjusting my depth. I did see a fish down there. I cast it to, and I was just adjusting my, oh, that's a nice fish. That is a nice fish. Like I said, I was adjusting my depth on my live imaging just to give me a little bit more room, and I connected with a nice fish right away. Jerk shad right on the bottom, or jerk minnow junior, I should say is what it actually is. Oh, that clear water, they're freaking out. This is gonna be a fun day, I have a feeling. Oh yeah, that's a great start to the day. Wow. Okay, first fish of the day, 27 3/4. It's like a hair shy of 28, 27 3/4. Unbelievable start to the day right there. Yes. So good. And there's Carter Reed. Good timing, Carter. Yeah, a Pandu jig will work. I'm gonna throw in the bottom of your boat. That's Carter and McKenna in that other boat. I'm hoping they smash some monsters. I hooked them up with some of these jerk minnows. This is a 4-inch jerk minnow on a 1/4 ounce Kalen's swim bait jig. And things are good. That's what the first fish came on, 27 3/4. Couldn't quite get 28 out of her. Well, I think we'll keep on moving and trying another spot. This was obviously good for that one nice fish. I could come back here later. It's a spot I fished yesterday, but I like to try some other spots and kind of look around a little bit and not get stuck in a rut and just fish the same spot over and over. So we're gonna kind of bounce around a little bit and see what we can find. That was awesome. That fish rocked it, thumped it. Feels okay-ish. Not huge, Not small. Anchor locked here. I'm gonna shut my motor off. Yeah, those I love the clear water. It's so cool to watch them fight. That's a good second fish. We're hoping for bigger by the end of the day, but I will take it right now. Okay, coming in at 22 and a half. Yeah, we definitely want bigger by the end of the day. Like I said, 22 and a half. Fat one though. We just need longer. Again, that fish was caught on that 4-inch jerk minnow, same as the first fish. I just kind of go along the shoreline slow and looked back, saw a fish, tossed out, popped it twice, and it whacked it. Probably the hardest bite I've had today. Obviously, I've only had a couple, but that one actually like thumped it. So hopefully with a little bit of breeze here, it's just a slight breeze, we can get these fish to turn on. I haven't seen a pile of fish, to be honest, but I know it could turn on at any second. Where I'm starting to see them is what I'm talking about. Come on. Very cool. This time jigging a minnow. Casting out. Reeling in. Thumped it. Thumped it. The old jigging a minnow. Walleye that fight like pike. It's so good. So good. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Need bigger, but not bad. Oh, easy. Easy. Deadly. 22. Oh, 20. Just touches 23. Not the best sun angle, but 23 incher. That one was on a 1/4 ounce Kalen's Google Eye jig with a minnow. And like I said, I just kind of casted it out in front of those fish, kept it above them, and boom, nailed them. I got some more fish out here yet. Oh yeah, dropped right to that fish. He ate it, and then he came at me, slacklined me a little bit. Feels decent. Oh, it's so much fun. Even the jig and the minnow feels so good. To pitch, set a hook. This thing's staying low. Wow. I think you think you're bigger than you are, my friend. Maybe. I think. I don't know. Staying low. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. It's definitely our second biggest of the day. Probably 25-ish, something like that. Get in here. Oh, easy. 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 Okay. Oh, jeez. No. That was a horrible net job. Be better, Clayton. That's bigger than 25. Yeah. Much bigger than 25. 27. Okay, beautiful. 27. So we got 2 pretty good fish and 2 medium fish. Okay. You can go. See ya. It's a nice thing in the shallow water is they release so good. Oh yeah, I followed it down. Looks decent too. Oh, that thing hammered it on the bottom. Oh, that was so cool. Man, this one feels heavy. This one feels heavy. Carter's texting me. He's having a pretty good day too. He's got a, is that a walleye? He's having a really good day. He's got 28 and a half now, 27. I'm hoping McKenna's got some nice ones too. Yeah, that's a good one. It looked a little bit longer at first, just with the clear water, a little bit deeper. Yeah, that was very cool. Very cool. Okay, nice fish. Not super long, but fat. Wow. 26 and a quarter. Okay, 26 and a quarter. We've got 5 fish registered anyway, nothing smaller than 22 inches. That fish again was on a 1/4 ounce Kalen's Google Eye jig, black and orange. I got to retie here. Keep an eye on your line after walleye too. You can get frays in there, right? Their teeth are pretty sharp. And I also keep my knot near the front of the jig and not in the middle or the back when I'm pitching them out. If I was fishing below the boat, I'd knock my knot a little bit more into the center of the jig. But this one's caught quite a few. I might retire this jig too. After I catch a pile of nice fish on a jig, I will switch them out from time to time, just because obviously the hooks dull, they can weaken, etc. But good day so far. 5 fish and all over 22 inches. Wow, I was just gonna move with the trolling motor and my bait was sitting on the bottom. Switched up to a plastic again. I don't think this one is going to register though. That's my smallest of the day. Oh, that was an awkward hook set. He ate it and came right at me. Oh boy, looks long on the live imaging. Big head shakes. Big head shakes. Definitely an upgrade. Definitely an upgrade. I don't know if it won't be the biggest of the day, I don't think, but wow. That was awkward. Had a little bit of a loose drag, but he ate it and came straight at me. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, unbelievable. It might be the biggest of the day. That is a nice fish. That is a nice fish. It is biggest of the day. Wow, look at that messed up tail. Wow. 28 and a half. Unbelievable. It is biggest of the day so far. This fish has a goofy tail, or it would probably be even longer. 28 and a half. Oh, we are on pace to hopefully set a new record for my top 5. Very cool. Very cool. And like I said, shallow water, these fish release so good. I just realized now why my drag was a little bit loose when I connected with that fish to start with. I just pulled this rod out not too long ago because I was using the jig and the minnow. I was kind of swapping up a little bit. This is my 3rd bait of the day. Again, 1/4 ounce Kaolin swim bait jig, but now I have on a Crush City 4-inch The Jerk. Kind of switching it up, right? Like I find a lot of times, especially if you stay in the same area, it's good to switch it up a little bit. Have a couple different types of plastics, have jigs with leeches, jigs with minnows, etc. right? Like you have to have a bunch of different rods you can kind of pitch out. So between this one and then the Kaolin jerk minnow and then the jig and the minnow right now has been kind of the hot topic. Most of these fish seem to be kind of feeding downwards. If they were feeding upwards, maybe I would throw a jerk bait type of thing, like a crankbait, or a search bait from Kaolin's. I have to use that thing. I haven't played around with that a lot yet, the new size one, but that's going to come in pretty big, I think, at some point. I don't know if it's going to be today, just because I feel like they're feeding downwards. But this is good. Bunch of different baits, crushing fish. I've got Cindy connected to my notes where I'm doing my top 5. She's keeping me in the loop. It looks like I'm at 132 and a half inches, which is one of my top days for sure. I still have about 7 inches to go to get my top score ever, but I've got some of the fish to get me there. I have a 23 incher that I can upgrade and a 26. If I can get those 2 fish upgraded yet today, we're looking good. Water temp 54.09. When the sun beats down in the springtime on the shallow water rocks, those heat up so fast. I think that would be one of my biggest hints or tips or advice is look for some rocks in early season. Rocks, he always heats up first, and then your mud bottom will heat up, and then your sand heats up the slowest out of those 3. And I mean like mud as in like shallow mud though, like 2, 3, 4 feet. Sand in a foot of water will heat up quicker than mud will in 5 feet of water, if that makes sense. Sand will hold the heat pretty long. Rocks will also hold the heat for a long time too. But shallow water, rock, sand, transition, can't be beat. I'm in 9 feet of water, pitching in even shallower. Shallow water walleyes are so much fun. Springtime is probably my favorite time to fish them. They're just a blast. Jerk minnow for the win. That's so much fun. That's so much fun. Oh, let's get rattled. That was crazy. Popped it up and he must have ate it as soon as it hit the bottom. They are so much fun. Casting shallow. This jerk minnow junior, 4-inch with the 1/4 ounce Kaolin swim bait jig. This swim bait jig has been a favorite of mine. This is the perfect rod for this too. 610, medium light, extra fast. Not an upgrade, but a beautiful fish nonetheless. I let that bait sit on the bottom for a long time before this fish finally grabbed it. That was very cool. They'll eat them right off the bottom, even when there's no bait. Possibly an upgrade for my 23 1/4. Get over here. Nice. I would say definite upgrade. 25 1/4. 2-inch upgrade. We're on the way to a new top 5. Last couple fish. 4-inch jerk minnow with that 4-inch Kaolin swim bait jig. It's been one of my favorite baits this year so far. I kind of gave up on that fish. It was swimming away from me and it got to the front of the boat. I'm like, I don't think I can catch it. Plus it was swimming at my bait I don't like as much. And no, it ate. But then I had to kind of reel up a little bit. And wow, it's a strong fish. I had to reel up a little bit before I set the hook. It's a real strong fish. That jerk minnow has actually been out fishing the jig and the minnow right now. Plastics, when they're on, they're on. I can't tell size. I love this rod. Got a little bit too close right there. Came from underneath the boat. Maybe an upgrade, I don't know. I'm sitting with a 25 incher as my smallest, so it's pretty tough to upgrade at this point. I think that is though. Looks like about 26 inches. Oh yeah, that's an upgrade, baby. It's bigger than I thought actually. It's 27. Oh, yeah, 27. We are having an unbelievable day right now. Oh, so good. I'm getting closer and closer to my new top 5 ever. I just need a dirty 30 and we'll be there. Again, the 4-inch jerk minnow. Arkansas shad is this color. I don't know if color is a factor or not. I got a slight fray here. I'm gonna retie. Keep an eye on that. This is 12-pound Sufix advanced fluorocarbon, and then I'm running a 10-pound Sufix G-core braid here. It's so good. Like I've talked about this rod lots already. This is the Elliot Identity series, 610 medium light, extra fast. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm a huge fan of it. Like I have 2 of these, thankfully, because I have a feeling when I get in the boat with Carter, he's going to be taking one of these and using it. This is one of my new favorite walleye rods right now. The jigs and plastics is what it's called. And Elliot has like the Identity series. They have a couple different ones. They have a reaction bait rod. They have a rigging rod. They have a casting like a jerk bait rod. They have a bunch of different rods like that are, like I said, they're made for certain applications for walleye fishing. I noticed I still have my rope here hooked up to this boat cleat. These things will break your rod so quick. You'll throw your rod down here somewhere and it'll slide here and it'll get under there and you'll lift and they'll break. These folding boat cleats like that are one of the best things that boat companies started doing. So I gotta make sure I don't break a rod that way. Oh geez. I looked like I was really slow on that one. I casted right to that fish and as soon as it dropped by him, he ate it 65 feet out. Yeah, I looked really slow on that one. Jeez, this might be the biggest of the day. They always look a little bit bigger when they're down a bit deeper, but this is, ooh, they give that awkward head shake. I think I have another upgrade. I've got 26 and a quarter to upgrade at this point. Easy, easy. What a day. What a day. Oh, that was bad timing. Yeah, that's an upgrade. I think that's a 28 incher. I'm sure this is the biggest of the day. Yep, it is. 29, baby, right there. Oh, well, it's not a 30, but it's the next best thing. 29. Oh, that's a huge upgrade. That's a 2 3/4 inch upgrade. I might be at a new PB for my top 5 now. Hardly kept out of the water. So good. Just literally caught that last fish. Saw a fish on Livescope, cast it in there. That jerk minnow again. Oh, what a day. Okay, I have a shared note with Cindy, and I've been sending her my scores on the note. I'm 139 and a quarter inches. I'm a quarter of an inch right now off of my top 5, which I hammered on last year on at the Pap Lake. So I can do this. A quarter of an inch upgrade right now. I've got 3, 27, 28, and a 29. So hopefully we can crack one more 29, 30 incher and just destroy our top 5 ever. Well, I think I'm gonna look for some new stuff. I'm having a great day so far. Might look for some deeper suspended ones. When I say deeper, like 15, 20 feet suspended, something like that at some point. Right now we're all about just trying to upgrade by a half an inch. I don't care if I don't catch another fish all day. Now I'm chasing something just a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna kind of bounce around at some different points. Again, shallow, and then as well as look for some deeper suspended ones as well. How many times can I say as well? Don't stop. I like that I got a little bit of breeze. This is good. A little bit of breeze is good. I'm gonna start with a couple more shallow points, or at least one, before I start looking a little bit deeper for some suspended ones. I like the breeze though. Breeze with the wind blowing on some of these rocks could be good. Or it could completely change the day so far, because it has been very good. Got to that pot of fish. Got him. I think it's smaller. I think like maybe an eater size. It's for sure not an upgrade. But it is fun. It is fun. A lot of times the smaller ones will kind of group up together, and there was like 3, 4 of them there. Bigger ones a lot of times feel like they ride solo. I don't know if I've caught a fish under 20 inches today yet though. That'd be about 20, 20 and a half, 21 maybe. That was right on the money. I don't mean to give it like such a big wind up, but when they hit it and you have like a little bit of bow in your line because you're casting out side wind, you have to like kind of like reel up quick, get it tight, and then pop them. Very good. We are hammering fish today, no doubt about it. Again, not an upgrade though. Like, we got a long ways to try to upgrade from a 27 incher, but another nice like 22ish going back. I feel like I'm bass fishing with this, with the wind up hook set. Oh, I think I got a smaller one. There's a nicer one below him, I think. Could be just coming right at me though. It's not tiny, a little bit of weight to him, but I doubt it's an upgrade. Never know though. You never know. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I knew. Nice fish though. Another quality fish. Don't even need to measure him. About 23. See ya. I'd say one of the biggest things today is just to get them to see the bait. Whether it's like landed close to them, jigged up, and they see the disturbance in the sand, the mud, or brought over top of them. Getting them to see the bait is like one of the biggest, I think, things that's helped me today, is because they're eating it off the bottom. If they see it fall, down to the bottom. They're going over to investigate, it feels like, because I can literally just let it sit there and they're picking it up off of the bottom. But you have to like literally get them to see it though, right? Like I said, whether you goes right by them and drops past them, or whether you bring it over top of them, then it falls in front of them. Getting them to see it fall to the bottom is key, but they will eat it off the bottom. So just get them to see your bait, I feel like, is a huge thing right now. Got that fish to turn around. Chase it down maybe. Oh, like that. That was awesome. I didn't eat it up high, so as soon as it like turned away from it, I just instantly opened my bail and let it drop. And it went down to it, it ate it right up off of the bottom. That was pretty epic. I don't think it's an upgrade, but it is a nice fish. This has been one of the best, funnest days of walleye fishing I have ever had. This has been so fun, so much fun. A golden 25-inch walleye. Crazy, it's not even in my top 5 anymore. It might not even be in my top 10. So fish like that, I'm reacting, right? Like I had it following. It lost interest, it turned away. Instantly opened my bail and let it drop. Try to regain its interest again. And like I've already said a couple times before, it feels like they're eating these baits right up off the bottom. It's just all about getting them to see it. And in that situation, it was like, once that fish saw it, he was interested. It took him a little bit longer to catch it, but he followed it down and boom, that was awesome. Okay, drive safe. Yep. Text me when you guys get on the road. Okay. So I know you're on the road, you got off the lake. Thank you for wearing your life jackets. Carter got a dirty 30. I'm so pumped for him. So pumped for him. Oh, what an awesome day so far. Not over yet, but it's not looking good. It's been slow for the last 2-3 hours, just the way it goes. I lost my wind. I'm gonna try some different spots, but I'm kind of swinging for the fence at this point. I could end up a 1/4 inch shy of my top 5. But it's all good. It's been such an enjoyable day. I don't even know how many fish I've caught, 20 to 25-ish, and mostly like all 22+ inches. It's been awesome. Well, no dice. I did try a couple more spots, but I also ran into an old friend that I haven't seen for a long time. Somebody that helped me out earlier in my guide career to get going. Somebody who I actually spent some of my first days with on Last Mountain ever. So thank you very much, Rob, for hanging out for a little bit. It was awesome to see you and catch up. And like I said, I did try a couple more spots. No dice. I am a 1/4 inch shy of my top 5, but that's okay. I'm gonna come back to Last Mountain again at some point, and I'm going to absolutely destroy it. That's one of my goals. I had an awesome 2 days. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe I have to go home, do some editing, catch up, etc. Thank you to G&S Marina for having me once again. If you are looking for a guided walleye or pike trip, make sure you contact Rob at G&S, or if you just want to come for a do-it-yourself, they have cabins available. They do book up pretty quick throughout the summer, but give them a shout. Tell them that you saw it on my video. I'd appreciate it very much. And yeah, as always, don't forget, get outside.